Hey guys, this is Megan Helt, and today I'm going to be doing an anti-haul. This is my first anti-haul. I don't know if I'll do any more, but this is a series that has become pretty popular on YouTube. It was made popular by the super fabulous Kimberly Clark. I'm going to obviously link her channel down below. Here we go. I'm going to be doing an anti-haul of a ton of things that I am not going to buy. And if you are not familiar with what an anti-haul is, a lot of us here on YouTube, we do hauls where we show you things that we've purchased, but an anti-haul is where we show you things that we will not be purchasing. Things we're not interested in, things we don't want, things we're not gonna buy. Now, first up, I'm going to talk about the Styled by Crush, I think that's how you say the name, Eye and Cheek palette from Tarte. It's just a very, very generic palette. If you want another generic neutral eye palette with a pop of a plum color in it, then this is the palette for you. It's got just generic blush, generic eyeshadow. There's something that's called a eye and cheek palette. It's kind of a bummer that it only has one cheek product in there. It only has one cheek product. It has 6 eyeshadows and 1 cheek product. The front of the packaging is very, very beautiful though, so I will give them that, but it's just another boring palette, and I feel like that's what most of Tarte's stuff is. That's why I really don't own anything from Tarte. I'm sorry, Tarte. This is one of the first eyeshadow palettes you're ever going to buy, then maybe this could be for you. If you're like me and you have a decent amount of eyeshadow palettes, this is one to skip, probably. It's $30, you get 0.33 ounces of product. It's just eh. You know, it's an eh palette. The next palette, again, I'm so sorry. It's the Tarteist contour palette that was made by Makeup Shayla. I think it's really pretty. I'm tempted to buy it. Why I'm not going to buy it is because I have a ton of contour palettes. I have enough. I have my NYX one, I have an Ulta one that I'm trying to use up that's pretty good, I have one from BH Cosmetics. I have enough palettes. And this is $45. $45 for a contour palette. So in this palette you get a matte highlighter, you get a yellow correcting powder, you get a soft contour and a deep contour, you get a light to medium contour in there and a medium to dark contour, you get an Accentuate shade, which is like the blush, and you get a glow, like a shimmering highlighter. For someone like me that has a decent amount of contour palettes, I'm going to pass on this, especially with its $45 price tag. Next we have the Lipstick Queen Smoky Lip Kit. This is a lip kit that comes with a black lace and a pinky nude center shade. The black lace rabbit lipstick, the sheer black with fine gold shimmer, and that's like a topper. It also comes with pinky nude center, and that is a subtle pink twist on nude. I guess you can buy these both separately, but they're in this kit together, and it's called the Smoky Lip Kit, and it's $35. $35 for 2 lipsticks. $35 for a sheer black top coat, which I have one that is probably works exactly the same that I picked up at a super cheap beauty store for like 99 cents, and it probably works just as well. And that pink shade is pretty, but I have lots of shades like it. This is not something I am going to purchase. I'm just not interested, especially with like a $35 price tag. No thank you, no thank you. And each of these lipsticks is 0.12 ounces. I also think it's very strange that they paired this smoky black top coat with this pale pink color. I think that for a smoky lip kit, it would make more sense if they had like a beautiful chic dark crimson shade, and then you could layer the top coat on top of that. I think now that I would go for. That would make sense for me as a smoky lip kit. Or even if it were a super dark like a matte brown shade, and then you like that would make a lot of sense to me. This does not. It does not make sense to me as advertised as a smoky lip kit. It just does not. And for $35, I'm just going to pass on it. So next up, I'm going to be talking about lots of things from Kardashian Beauty. And my reasoning for passing on these is really ridiculous. So this first thing is the Kardashian Beauty Contour Case, both spelled with K's. I don't like it. It makes me a little angry. I really don't like that that is... I don't like it. So I'm not going to buy it. I'm not. They have two different shades. They have a light to medium and a medium to dark to deep. It's $16, and I have enough contour palettes, especially because this one, to me, looks like it'll be chalky. It just looks like it to me. I'm not sure. You get 0.33 ounces. Mostly, I'm not going to purchase it, though, because they're using K's in an inappropriate manner, and I don't like it. So the next one is, same kind of thing, the Kardashian Beauty No Apologies Concealer with a K. No, no, I don't like it. I do not like it. You get 0.068 ounces, it's $8.99. No, no way. No, 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 no. I'm not going to purchase this. Mostly, it makes me very angry because it's spelled with a K. I'm not even gonna like front here. That's why I don't like it so much. They also have some other products. This is the Kardashian Beauty No Apologies Face Kit. They have 3 different options. It's 0.28 ounces in there. Each contains 8 eyeshadows, a highlighter, a blush, and 2 applicators. It's $16.99 for a product from Kardashian Beauty. You could get the same kind of product for maybe a similar price or a cheaper price from NYX, and it will be such a higher quality product. You could get a much better product from Makeup Revolution London for way cheaper than this. I have 3 different palettes. They all seem to have decently similar blush shades in them. I mean, like 1 or 2 shades up. They're very similar. I don't know why you would buy all 3 of these. There's so much overlap in like the shades and stuff. I don't know. I don't want this. I think it's very expensive for what you're getting. And again, from the pictures and from when I've seen them, some of these products, they seem like they look very chalky. I'm not sure, but that's my impression, and I don't want to purchase them. You know, they just look really chalky to me. I feel really bad because the next one is also a Kardashian Beauty thing. I'm sorry. I decided for my first anti-haul to go and look at what's new on Ulta and figure out through there what I didn't want to buy. So the next up are the Kardashian Beauty Lip Slayer lipsticks. They are $9.99. They're $10 for these lipsticks that are 0.1 ounces. None of the colors appeal to me. For $10 a piece for a lipstick, I could purchase so many lipsticks from Makeup Revolution London, or even Essence has some cheap lipsticks that are really nice. NYX has lipsticks that are cheaper than this that I know will be good. And I'm not drawn to any of the shades. I have all these shades. You have all these shades. If you have a lot of makeup, I guarantee you have these shades. I guarantee you have these shades. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 9 shades. No, no, no. We have these shades. We don't need these. There's nothing innovative about these shades. They're just, no. Don't get sucked into buying duplicate colors that you already have. I'm not interested. I'm not going to buy it. The next is the Kardashian Beauty No Apologies Liquid Makeup. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 shades from Ivory to Honey. 8 shades. 8 shades. Let me repeat that. How many shades was that? 8 shades. 8 shades. You have Ivory, you have Tender Beige, you have Soft Beige, you have Natural Beige, you have Medium Beige. We are 5 shades in and we're still in beiges. You have a Warm Beige. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, 6. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, 7. 7 Cool Beige. And then you have Honey. So, excuse me, Ivory is like my skin tone or 1 shade lighter maybe. Tender Beige looks like a half a shade darker, then a half shade darker, then a half a shade darker. Like, no. There is not enough diversity in this product line. No. Sorry, I'm really upset about that. And you're paying $13, so $12.99 for 1 ounce of product. It has a pump. I'll give them that. That's nice. It has a pump. But you got 8 shades, and 7 of them are variations on beige. No. The 8th one is honey, and it is not that dark. It really is not that dark. It makes me upset. I know that, like, I have a yellow undertone, so it's sometimes hard to find light enough foundations that have a yellow enough undertone, but it's much harder for women of color, women and men of color, to find their shades in various foundation lines. That's upsetting to me, and for something that's a newer makeup line, to have 8 foundation shades come out, that's their original, what they're starting with, and to have 7 of them be a variation on beige, that is unacceptable, and I will not be purchasing any of these. Also, they have a very low review rating. I'm not going to purchase this. I'm not interested. It actually makes me very angry. Let me move on to the next thing. The next one is the At Ulta Glazing Eye Gloss. And this is 0.17 ounces. And it's $24. $24. That's expensive. They're basically a cream eyeshadow. They're cream eyeshadows. They're like an eyeshadow base. You can buy ones from like Maybelline for like $8.99 maybe less, I don't know. This is $24 for 0.17 ounces. They have 4 shades right now. They have bronzed, they have frosted, oil slick, and spark. I won't lie, oil slick is very interesting to me. Am I gonna buy it though? No. Why? Because it's $24. Here's what the description says. It says, a new trick in your beauty arsenal, Butter London's Glazing Eye Gloss is a breakthrough eyeshadow that delivers a wet look shine without being wet. This playful pudding-like texture applies like a gel but dries like a powder and lasts all day. It turns me off that they're describing this eyeshadow as a pudding-like texture. That is very strange. I do not like that. I don't know why that is being described that way, but that's what they're doing. I don't want to put pudding on my eye. And I'm not thinking that this would work well on my eye because I have hooded eyes. And I know it's saying that it dries like a powder, but I'm still concerned because it says that it gives you a wet look, and I'm concerned that that would not work for me. I'm just not going to purchase this. It's expensive. They have alternatives in the drugstore that are very, very nice. And I would only use this type of product as an eyeshadow base, and I'm not going to spend a lot of money on an eyeshadow base because it's going to be covered up by eyeshadow. Nope, I'm not going to do it. I'm just not. I'm not going to buy it. The next product is again from Butter London, and it is the Tailored Brow Tint. This has very, very good reviews. People say they love it, but it's $20 for 0.05 ounces. That's very expensive, at least in my book. It's $20. And there are products from NYX that are great, that I love. There are lots of drugstore products from Maybelline and different and L'Oreal, all kinds of different brow products. I personally either use NYX or Salon Perfect brow products, and they work fantastically for me. Essence also has some nice brow products that are really, really cheap. I don't think you need to spend $20. There are things that I will spend a lot of money on. Eyeshadow palettes, certain lip products, some highlighters, not a lot of money, but I'll certainly spend $20 for something. But for 0.05 ounces for a brow tint, no, because I know NYX has a brow tint or whatever, and it's like $6.99 or $8.99. It's cheap though, cheaper. And it's good. I really like that one. I would, no, I'm not going to purchase this. If you have a lot of money to just like not throw away, but to spend on like your brows, then that's cool. I'm not. Next up is the Urban Decay All-Nighter Liquid Foundation. It makes me very sad that I'm not going to purchase this product, at least anytime soon. And if it were on sale, maybe, but this is $40 for 1 ounce of foundation. I'm sorry, I can't spend that much on 1 ounce of a foundation. I can't, I really can't. I really am impressed though with all of the different shade options. There are 24 shade ranges, and it goes from 0.5 fair porcelain with a subtle pink undertone to 12 deep with soft warm undertone. I love the complexity here. I love that all the different undertones they have. I know for a fact that 1.0, the Fair Bisque with the soft warm undertone, would be the shade for me. I know that like automatically that would work for my skin. There's no way I'm gonna right now spend $40 on this item, especially when it's excluded from coupons at Ulta and everywhere else. That's mostly the reason I'm going to be passing on this for right now. It's just really expensive. I cannot afford that much in a foundation. If you can, that's really cool. I can't ever. I could never explain that to my husband why I spent $40 on a foundation. That's an eyeshadow palette. In my mind, like that's how eyeshadow palettes and highlighters are like my favorite things ever. And so I will take something like this and I will like in my calculator of makeup, my makeup calculator mind, I will be like, $40, that's an eyeshadow palette, man. Or like 2 eyeshadow palettes if I get cheaper ones from like, or multiple eyeshadow palettes from like Makeup Revolution London. That is so many highlighters. Are you kidding me? Like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Next up is the IT Cosmetics Superhero Eye Transforming Anti-Aging Super Palette. It's $42, and I'm just not interested in this palette. So it has 12 all-new superhero-inspired shades. They all have anti-aging stuff in them, blah, 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 blah. It says superhero nudes give you a flawlessly gorgeous, no makeup look. Superhero neutrals complement the twinkle in your eyes. Superhero liners are super intensely pigmented. For a superhero-inspired palette, this is super boring. It's really, really boring. The shades are just, like, boring. The eye looks, I mean, while they look different, they're boring to me. I'm just like, eh. Most of the palette is like, they're literally called eye foundation eyeshadows. There's those, and there's the neutrals. And then the fun colors, which I totally associate with, like, superheroes, are liners. And there's 3 of them. I mean, they're not actually liners, they're shadows, but you can use them. They mean like eye definer liner things. I don't know, you know what I mean. But there's only 3 of them. It's such a boring palette. It's so boring. If you cover up the like last 3, you're like, this is a generic super boring palette. You got a blue, it's a boring blue though. You got a brown and a black. The only interesting color in here is the blue, and it's not even that interesting. It's just depressing. So anyway, $42. I'm so not interested. It doesn't inspire me. I look at it and I'm just like, it's just uninspiring. And it's a superhero palette, and it's just, I don't know, they shouldn't have called it superhero. They should have called it like, I don't know, something else. It's not superhero. It's just not something I'm going to purchase. So the next thing on here is the Urban Decay Moondust Eyeshadow Palette. So this is a $49 palette. I've always been super into the Urban Decay Moondust shadows, and I wanted this palette so bad, so bad. I even posted on my social medias about like needing this palette. It's so disappointing. You get 8 shades in this. They're not, like, they're pretty, and they're very shimmery, and yeah, they're pretty. But I don't think they're worth it. This is $49. I don't think they're nearly as pigmented as the individual Moondust eyeshadows, and I've swatched them multiple times when I've been to Ulta. I can't not swatch them. I've been trying to change my mind because I still was like, no, you want it. I don't though. It's just a letdown. It's a letdown. They really should have they should have kicked this out of the park. They should have taken their like most unique ones and done this. They really should have done that. But if you're looking for a first or second eyeshadow palette purchase, I don't know, don't do this one. This is really just like lid shades or like I want to pop a funky cool looking liner shade on, or I want to do a pop of light pink here in my inner corner. This is going to be like a detail extras kind of palette. You cannot make a whole eye look out of this palette. You can't. You really can't. Like, there really isn't a way to. And I feel like a lot of times when people say you can't make a look out of a palette, I'm like, yes, I could. I take that challenge. But with this one, there is no way. It would be like super shimmery and ridiculous, like, no. And the problem I feel like with these is when I swatch them, it feels like they blend off so easily with my finger, like just, you know, like lightly, that I think that if a brush was involved, they would just like blend away to nothing. I don't know, and I'm just not really interested in that. It does have pretty good reviews, but when you go through and read them, a lot of people are very disappointed in this. Multiple people that I have watched, like Vamp Beauty and other people that have done anti-hauls, have mentioned this palette, and I agree with them. It's just not a palette that I need or even want anymore. So that's a good thing I can try to tell you to do, is if you feel like you need a product, you need it so bad, go and swatch it. Don't just purchase it, swatch it before you purchase it. Think about it, sit on that decision, especially if it's that much money. Tarte has a Christmas palette collection thing coming up, and it's called the Away We Go Portable Palette Case Glosses and Mascara. Now, first of all, adorable name, because it's Away is spelled like O-U-I, away we go. It's really, really cute. But I'm not really interested in this product. I don't really go for glosses very often. It says it features 4 separate shadow / blush palettes that easily slip into the portable compact case. I've never been somebody that's been like into these take it apart and put it back together and change it around like palettes. That's not something I'm interested in. It just seems very like childish to me, like when you're a little kid, you know, and you have like a little makeup kit and it has where you can take out the stuff and move them around and stuff. Like, I'm like 26. Like, this does not appeal to me. Nothing actually really about it besides the name appeals to me. The name is really cute. I just wanted to throw that in here because I randomly came across that. Okay, Philosophy has this Ultimate Miracle Worker Pearl Mask. And it's weird as crap. It's $80. Did you hear me right? Did I say $80? Was that $80? Yes, it was $80. This is an $80 product. It's 0.05 ounces. 0.05 ounces for $80. What? No. I'm putting on my Ultimate Miracle Worker Pearl Mask. Bleak. That's my rich person voice. I don't know. It's $80 though, guys. And it just, listen to the description and tell me that it doesn't sound weird to you. Ready? Your instant mini rejuvenating miracle in a mask. For the first time, Philosophy has combined the instant rejuvenation of a mask with the anti-aging power of a serum. Their breakthrough formula harnesses the power of pearls to immediately transform skin while improving multiple signs of aging, including wrinkles, firmness, and texture with continued use. To me, that feels like a lot of description, but I don't know anything about it because they didn't really give me anything. It's like a lot of description, but it didn't describe anything. So anyway, how to use. Apply at night 3 times a week to clean, dry face, replacing your nighttime moisturizer, or apply anytime your skin needs an instant pick-me-up. Step 1. Insert 1 scoop of pearls, about 10, because this is a moisturizer-y weird thing filled with pearls, you'll see, into a single-use pouch and close the drawstring. So step 2 is holding the pouch to your face. Apply pressure to release the serum in the pearls. So you take it and you put these pearls in this pouch. Then you take the pouch and you go, boop, I'm rubbing this fancy pouch on my face. Woo! And then you just massage it into face. That is weird, weird, weird. Why don't you just buy a serum? Why don't you just buy something that's already like not in pearl form? Why do you need this? This is weird. Who needs this? Who needs this product? This is 12 uses, by the way. They haven't, I guess, worked out to where you get 12 of them little drawstring bags. You get 12 uses out of this mask. It's $80. It's $80. And it's weird. Like, no. I'm never going to purchase that. There's no way. I mean, you can give it to me if you want and I'll review how weird it is. I'm just kidding. No one buy that from me. No one ever. Like, that's so expensive, man. $80? Are you kidding? The next one is the Too Faced Totally Cute eyeshadow palette. I think it's totally gross. It's not a palette I'm interested in. It's $36 for 0.39 ounces. Listen to how weird this is. The 3 of the big shades are Double Scoop, Shooting Star, and Unicorn. And Double Scoop is a matte vanilla malt. Ugh. Shooting Star is a shimmering nude. And Unicorn is a pink pearl. They're really similar looking if you go and look. They look so similar. Why? And why is it so much of the palette? And then the other shades are a bunny foo-foo. And again, they all have like really stupid names that it just makes me a little angry. It's a matte pumpkin spice, which yeah, it looks real pretty. I would like to buy it individually. I don't want the palette though. Chocolate Donut is just a matte dark brown. You have that one. Clover is a golden green pearl. I have that shade in a lot of palettes. It's very similar to a lot of shades that I already own. Storm Cloud is a blackened peacock. Again, I have this palette, or I have that, not the palette, I have these shades already. I love TF. I heart TF. Too Faced. Oh my gosh, that took way too long. This is why I can't own this palette. I'm too old. Anyway, it's I Heart TF. I Heart Too Faced. I can't believe they named one of their shadows that. It's a bubblegum pink with a silver sparkle. And then Meow is a deep amethyst. I'm not saying that like I have anything against Too Faced. I don't. I think they're really cute. I have some of their palettes and stuff. I have a lot of their products, but this is just not something that I just want to do. And I think it comes with like stickers. I think it comes with stickers that you like decorate the palette with. I'm pretty sure that that is what it is. And I just, again, I'm 26. I don't want to do that. Unless you came up with like a Harry Potter or Doctor Who or, I don't know, Esmeralda themed palette or something, and then I could decorate with stickers, then I'd probably be all into that. But I'm just not. I don't want it. It's so weird. It's the weirdest compilation of shadows I have ever seen. I don't know. It just looks like somebody went into like Too Faced, like the Too Faced person that created this went into Too Faced and like put all the shades up on the wall and we're like, I'm gonna spin around and then I'm gonna throw this dart and whatever it hits, that's gonna be a shade in the palette. And that's what they did, and that's how they created this palette. I don't like it at all. Everyone keeps like tagging me in pictures like, look at this palette, Megan. Aren't you gonna buy it? No, I'm not. No. And I hope this doesn't sound like I'm bashing any of these companies because I love a lot of these different companies and stuff, but this is totally not for me. Very last thing that I'm going to talk about is the Too Faced Better Together full collection with Too Faced and Kat Von D. I'm not interested in this palette at all. Not because I don't like Too Faced and not because I don't like Kat Von D. I love them both. I love Kat Von D way more than Too Faced, but I like Too Faced. The problem is that this, like, this palette and all this stuff bothers me with its, like, design. Kind of like how I mentioned before, I don't like things that are, like, really, really, like, different. I don't know how to explain this. I really would have preferred if they would have come out with, like, a normal-looking, Too Faced, cutesy-looking palette. And then it has a drawer from the bottom that pulls out and has all of her stuff. But like when you close it again, it looks all like one thing. That would be okay. But I don't like, and this is stupid, it's really stupid, but I don't like it. It's half and half like cutesy and then half like Kat Von D. And like I cannot handle it. It like hurts my brain. I don't like it. I don't. And I don't really like any of the shades that I've seen from the inside. I'm just not really interested. I'm really not. And the little pouch that has like the dogs, the Too Faced owner's dog and Kat Von D's cat, I'm just like, I don't want that. Like, that's not my dog and that's not my cat, so I don't really want it. I don't know, that sounds horrible, but I don't want it. It's just, And I just don't like any of the stuff that comes with it. Like, I'm just not interested in this. I'd rather just go purchase the products from Kat Von D that I want. I just am not into it. And I'm not gonna buy it. I'm just really not. I'm really not gonna buy it. I don't know, something about it I find like offensive to my eyes. I don't know, that sounds terrible, my gosh. But I don't want it. So much love though, Kat Von D. I love you so much. I think you're fantastic. And Too Faced, I have so much of your stuff. I really like you guys. That Better Than Sex mascara is like real legit, man. It's real good. But I'm just going to pass on this. So that is everything that I'm going to be passing on. Let me know down below if you have any of these products, if you are going to purchase them, if you like them and you're like, Megan, you're stupid, or if you like don't like them and you're like, yeah, don't buy that. I don't know. Tell me down below. I would love to know what you guys think. Sorry if this video came off a little bit different than my other videos. I was trying to be a little more like not real, but like let you see a little more of like my feelings on certain things, you know, I don't know. Thank you again for watching. Thank you, Kimberly Clark, for coming up with the idea for this super amazing, awesome, totally unique series that everyone wants to do. If you guys want me to do another one of these, it would have to be quite a while in the future before I can get a list again of things that I don't want to buy, but yeah, this is what I came up with this time. So hopefully it's not too all over the place, it's just my random stuff that I am not going to purchase. So thank you so much for watching, and this is Megan Hilt out.